Well, good evening. Andrea Doria here, giving you a few images of photos I have found on the internet to describe a few things that are known fakes. These are all known fakes, including that one, even though it's supposedly not. Now, it started with thinking about the ectoplasm photos, and I remember the name of the man who I got into all these photos from. His name is Hans Holzer. And if that name doesn't ring a bell for you, In Search of was the first television show that was inspired by his books. Amityville Horror. Yeah, the guy's got a long history. I think it's 132 books the guy did, but that's the guy. Unfortunately, some of the photos in the book, one that really stood out in my mind beyond that one, I can't find. It was either nuns or monks going up a staircase, kind of like the staircase, except for you were getting it from the perspective of a long wall. So instead of, right up the stairs, it's a side view. Can't find that one. Found Mary and Abe, though. There they are. Yeah, it's real, right? Abe Lincoln, 16th president, all that stuff. There he is in the ghost form, and another anonymous ghosty, and then another. That's supposed to be proof of ectoplasm coming out of this guy's head. No. And then this, I mean, it's so obvious that this is just cheesecloth if you look really, really closely at that. Here we go, here this way. Look at that. I mean, if that doesn't look like cheesecloth or gauze spread out, I don't know what is. But this is one of those old photos that people, would publish and say, hey, those are ghosts. And Hans Holzer was definitely the guy who championed books of this nature and had a lot of photographic evidence, which is interesting because all the books I'm finding, I'm not finding any photos. I know it's this guy because they're ESP, paranormal, the whole thing. It's definitely him, but maybe it was just somebody who took those ideas and used some of Mr. Holzer's imagery. Now, that's a thought I hadn't thought of before starting this, so I'll research that for the next time. Anyway, the name is Hans Holzer. He was born in Vienna, but he lived in the United States. I believe he passed away in 2009. He was around for a while. So, yeah, there you go, some fake stuff. And now on to the story. That is my artist's rendition of something that I saw when I was 11 years old. This rendering is really not completely accurate because it actually would be more Technicolor than this, with multiple colors, not just kind of a purple hue. You would see green, blue, red, yellow, orange, the spectrum of colors. So the story goes like this. This image, let's just pretend we're me, okay? Yeah, about like that. We're going to bring you back around this way, though, because my wrist is going to get tired. So imagine, it's morning. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're a high school... No, I wasn't even a high school student yet. I was just a junior high school student. Doing my hair like I do every day, getting ready to get on the darn bus to go to school. And I think I did the hair flip thing even back then, where you brush your hair, you hang your head down, brush your hair, and then flip it back up. Did that every single day. Well, this particular day, I look up and look down the hallway, which goes a straight view from the bathroom all the way down, heading towards a family room, and I see this, except for as I previously described it to you. A figure of a man. He appeared to be about 6 feet tall, many Technicolors. This is daytime, okay? I'd like to tell you that it was some weird rainbow effect something from windows in the family room that would be behind where this guy was. But the windows, the way they were set up, actually didn't even impact this area of the hallway. It was a false wall that was kind of my brother's closet to his room. and then it jutted out into the main room. So there's no reflective possibilities for this image that I saw. My father had passed away about a year prior, but when I saw this image, I thought it was my grandfather on my mom's side, a man I'd never met. He had passed away before I'd even been born. So I don't know why I thought it was my grandfather. I don't know what the cause was. I don't think it was a head rush because it was there for maybe 5-10 seconds. And if you count that out, that's pretty long. Even just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be it. Right. 5. Gone. Just gone. And we'll leave us with the man with the thing coming out of his head. So, yeah, that's it. I looked up. I saw this image. I thought it was my grandfather. Don't know why I thought that, but I did. It was in daytime, not nighttime. Never saw it again. This house was a house that was built. It was new, but it was built into a hill, and there was water activity. And, they always say water and spirit, and, I don't know. This is one of those unknowns. So the question to you, happy viewer and listener, is, have you ever had an experience like that you see something, but it's not the traditional thought of a ghost, a white form or some dark shadow or something. There's actually color, vibrant color, insanely vibrant color. Well, not that much color. That was a cattail. Whoa, cattail. Color. A lot of color. A lot of color. Have you ever had an experience like that? And have you heard of Hans Holzer? Because if you have, I'd love to know what you think about that man and all the work he did about ghosts and such. Because, a lot of this stuff, again, photography can be so manipulated. But your memory usually can't. If you have a really solid memory of something and you say it looked kind of like that, except for it was more colors than that, and I don't have good Photoshop, so I just did this really haphazard hack of a photo and said, okay, that's good enough. Perspective of the hallway, and we're talking about 15, 20 feet, about 20 feet down the hall that I saw this 6-foot-ish looking image. And it vanished. Like I said, 5 seconds would be the maximum that I was seeing this thing. So, that's it. Have you? Would you? Could you? Do you want to? Are you afraid? Don't be afraid. You should never be afraid. Because if you are, you just might find yourself afraid in the dark. Good night.